Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from Radio One.
I am so thrilled because with the Olympics so close by, we're trying to figure out how, or rather, what would be the best way to kind of hype that up. But it makes you even more proud when you get to speak to two wonderful gentlemen who will be representing India at the Tokyo Olympics 2021. I've got Casey Ganapathy and Varun Thakkar with me. Good to see you, boys. How are you?
Thank you so much for having us. We're really good. We're prepping to leave to Tokyo tomorrow. So
Right.
apart from that, we've had a solid camp and we're excited to be there.
Dude, coming from a place like Chennai, right now you're in Portugal, going all the way to Tokyo. How does it kind of feel? Is this a new kind of feeling, or like you feel a weight on your shoulders?
No,
It's completely cool. Varun was
like
just telling
we've
me
been
about
on
this a
the
little while earlier, by the way.
we've been on the road for a long time, and this is not our first rodeo. So for us, it's like pretty much normal. Like our lives for the last, I think, 8 years has been in a suitcase most of the time. And I think the last year, because of the COVID, we actually spent a lot more time back home rather than going out sailing
Right.
and training or competing. So yeah, it's been fun. Like, I mean, we enjoy it because we get to go compete, we get to go train, and
Yeah.
just have fun. Like for us, I think the good thing is we are following our passion, which we are excited to do, and yeah, it just keeps us like it keeps the ball game going, and
Super.
we're excited to do it every day. So
What makes me super happy is that I mean, you guys are competing in the men's skiff 49er class competition at the Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah.
Now, for something like that to kind of come your way, training must have been nuts over the last, let's say, year at least. So, I'd love for you guys to talk about your regimen, what it's kind of been like. What have your coaches been like to you? Have they been like, really making you sweat it out? And what's that journey and process kind of been like?
So the past since November 2019 was actually the last international event we did with like the world guys. We did an event, the Asian qualifier with the other top Asian guys in Oman, but we haven't done any like racing for ages. So what we've been doing in training camp is trying to get the same intensity as you would have in racing, and especially in this last training block in Portugal, our coach is brutal. Like he's really intense, and he like puts us under so much pressure that it's not going to be like too big a culture shock when we reach the Olympics with all the really good
Good.
guys.
That's good to know. Yeah.
The training camp has not been like how we would have envisioned it to be because of COVID and all the restrictions and not being able to train in India that much. And I got an injury in like September 2020. So the beginning of the year and late part of the year, it was like broken up. It wasn't solid training.
Okay.
So
Okay.
from 2-3 months before Oman, we actually went to Abu Dhabi. That's where the qualifier was meant to happen. So from then, we've been on continuous training camps, which has been really helpful. And like I said, our coach, the intensity is so much that when we go racing, it gets easier.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
been, if you want me to run you through like a daily schedule, I can. But
I actually,
that
before I
answers the
even get to
question.
that, what I want to run through is how this thing, this particular sport, is almost like, and I hate to say this, and I don't know, I think Varun's gonna blush when I say this. It's almost like a marriage between you two. You know what I mean? it's like
between me and Gunnar.
yeah, because I mean, each one can't survive without the other.
No, I mean, see, the thing is, we've been like, that's what I like. Even we had a chat with the minister of youth wing of like this morning, and I told him like it's an arranged marriage between his mother and my father to sail together, and fortunately, for the last 11 years, it's been working out, and yeah, it's been a good journey. The thing is, what we learn is so valuable for us in the future as well. Like when, say, like when we are 35, 40 or not competing, to work in an environment with someone else or, have someone else part of your work, family, whatever. There's lots of things that you can take back about, like, the relationship that we have. Like, Gana always goes around saying that, he sleeps in a bed more than I sleep, or his wife will ever sleep with him. It's a joke, okay? And
Oh, thank God.
I mean,
hopefully that doesn't come true.
and it's a bit creepy to like go around like listening to it. I mean, but it's the truth. Like, sometimes because we're on a budget and stuff like that, yeah, we have to like share a double bed, and it is what it is. Like, I mean, the thing is, we have our clothes on at the end of it, but that's all right. So it's been like a crazy good journey between the both of us, and we've been like really happy. And we do have our ups and downs, but we have an end goal which we want to be working towards.
Sure.
And whatever said and done, the relationship has just got stronger through the years, and yeah, now it is what it is.
For example, I think a lot of people are curious to know how you guys kind of came together in the first place.
But the thing is, we both are like exact polar opposites as people. Gana's more focused, zen sort of person, and more aggressive on the water. And I'm more aggressive on land and a little calmer than him on the water. I would say that. I don't know if he would agree. But the thing is, like I said, the relationship between both of us, it wasn't the perfect match. But the thing is, our vision and our dream has been the same. So when we looked at it that way, our dream made the route, like our route, clear. Like, that's what we want. Like, we want an Olympic medal. And whatever misunderstandings, we can sort it out by talking, or
Sure.
punching each other or something,
Or by
like
sailing.
No, I think at the end, whatever we say, we understand that it's said that we want to improve and go towards the goal, and it's not like personal or something like that. So we understand that, and it's something that we worked on over the years. It's not perfect, like you probably know, and it's a continuous process of respecting each other, giving each other that space, and like working through things. It's tough, but it's fulfilling at the end.
I've been also speaking to a couple of past Olympians. I mean, people like Prakash Nanjappa, who's an ace shooter, Nisha Millet, who's an ex-Olympian swimmer, and so many ultra cool people that now carry the tag of Olympian on their shoulders. In the past, for you, has that really sunk in that you guys are now officially Olympians representing India? Has that sunk in, or it's just another competition for you guys?
Not really. Like there's that story about that little monk who gets enlightened, and then all the master says he got enlightened, and then all the other pupils run to him and say, "Oh, you're enlightened. How is it?" It's just novel. But to be honest, all that aside, we still, this is just a stepping stone. Our dream is to win a medal, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So we don't rest on our laurels. And if somebody ever asks, like Tom Brady says, "What's your favorite medal?" we always say the next one. So yeah, so no, we don't. I don't once you start thinking, "Oh, this and that and all," I think it's the downfall has begun.
Fair enough. And coming from a place like Chennai, right? And Chennai has been like this place where you guys have started your journey. Tell me what the city kind of means to you, man. Over the years, and what that city has kind of given you, whether it's like friends, whether it's like teachers, whether it's family. What has that city really given you guys that has led you to kind of, be maybe a little stronger at the moment?
I think the coastline. I mean, our coastline is massive, and it's given us the opportunity to get to know the sport of sailing. So I think whatever said and done, the city does have its drawbacks, but for me personally, it has the coastline. And on a bad day, just forget everything, shut your phone off, and go sailing. I think if I could do that even on a normal day, I'm doing right now. I'm having a blast. So I think in that way, having a coastline just gives us that extra, fresh sea breeze that we can feel a little salt on our face and get out there and dunk ourselves in the water. So yeah, for me and family, of course, like, I mean, everyone is there, like family, friends, people who are near and dear, like who supported us as well. So yeah, the connection to Chennai, yes, I agree, but I don't look at it in a way that where, what do you say? We don't look at least for me, I don't look at it like, since this whole Chennai, Bombay, Bangalore, Delhi, all of those clashes have been happening. I just consider myself being part of the country, which is India. We represent it, just be proud of being from there. And yeah, home is Chennai, but I'll rather say I'm an Indian rather than like, say that, I'm a Chennai boy.
Yeah.
But when people say that, we're from Delhi, I'll always say we're from the south side. Like, and it's always more fun.
Good. And Gana, what is it like for you?
Just to add on, I love Chennai. The sea is phenomenal and amazing, like waves, wind, and all around the year you have different conditions. So absolutely phenomenal place to go training. In fact, I would there's nothing like training at home, and all my friends are there. And I've grown up there, laid back city, and I love it. Yeah, absolutely love it.
Guys, this whole situation with say for example something like Tokyo going into emergency lockdown 2 weeks before of course the Olympics kind of start off, how does that make you guys feel? Are you guys nervous to kind of get into this, or what's the sentiment? Because I mean, let's be honest, COVID is not a easy thing to kind of get through.
I think the Tokyo government has really done a great job with all the regulations that they have set in place for all the athletes entering. So, I mean, it's not going to be a regular Olympics where you can get around like on your off day, go see the city or something like that, or go watch another sport. But just to be part of the team and, representing the country, that should just be on our mind right now, and, not bother about the things that you can't control. This is something that we can't control. And yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I think Japan is doing the best that they can to, host such a big event where people from all over the world are coming in. And I think that's great. And during a crisis like this, for them to run a big show and probably the biggest sporting event in the world, it kind of means like, it shows that, that things are getting better and the world is like progressing with the pandemic we had. So I'm really happy, and like, I'm just pleased, like everyone's like, there's a positive light, like, it's just positivity for everyone else. Everyone's
Good,
like starting to get back that normal lifestyle back, like how it was in like 2019 and like 2020.
Sorry, dude, I don't remember what that's like anymore.
No, but we are really lucky to be doing what we're doing and being able to travel and like literally, because we're going to the Olympics, things are easier. Like we get like things easier when it comes to traveling, visas, like flights, all of that. And we're not going to take it lightly. Hats off to the Japanese government. It's I can't imagine what they're going through to run this. And but I think we all have to move on, and that's the way forward is probably the harder route, but it has to happen.
It has to be done.
So we're just happy that we're part of it, and in any way possible, I hope we can like just like send out some happiness and like positivity to people watching, and
my last real question to you guys is what is the routine, or rather your routine to get into the game before you start sailing? Is it like plug in music, listen to some particular song? Is it, I mean, what's that routine? What kind of gets you in the groove of sailing just before an event? I'll start with Gana and then move to Varun.
Morning, I like doing a little meditation. Headspace seems to work for me. Since like 2018, the Asian sailing, I did it there. We won that event. Then we went to the Asian Games. I didn't do it there. We lost. So like,
Seems to play a very key role.
not the fact that all the other things went badly. It's just the meditation. I'm just joking. It just helps me. Like probably that 10-15 minutes to like zone out and like, or more like zone in and like remove all the other problems.
Fair enough, yeah.
Or at least like run through the fact that I'm not running on automatic, and there's more. The things that I control are things that need to be focused on, not the uncontrollable. Then just before racing, I don't like talking too much.
Yeah.
Like silence seems
I think
to help
Varun
me,
is kind of
and,
used to it by now. He's like, yeah, dude, he just keeps.
Yeah, it's normal.
yeah, and yeah, like some nice music helps, and yeah. But I love that sensation of like the butterflies before like an event. Like it's not something you can like fake. Meaning not like, it's like even if you win an event, that same happiness you can kind of find like relatively the same thing with like your friends or doing something else.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But that nervousness and like the build up to like events, exams, and everything is something that just happens then. So I look forward to it.
Varun, what about you, man? What's your kind of fix right before?
So I used to have long hair until a few hours ago. So like for me, I used to like have a switch on, like getting into a zone just to leave my room. Because when I'm in my room and I shut the door, it's just like I'm like just detaching from all the things. But so yeah, for me, wake up, all of that. Like as soon as I tie my hair, I generally like tell to myself, okay, now it's like game time. You're going like to your boat. It's time to like behave the way you need to behave and stuff like that. And then I get the boat ready, that routine. And then right before we go sailing, I apply sunscreen, and that's like game mode on. Like, so for me, I have these triggers where, you know, like when I put sunscreen on, it's like switch on to a different mode. But before that, I'm like jamming to some music, chilling, having a conversation, throwing banter, like keeping everything as calm as possible, like not too serious, because on the water things get pretty intense. And you know, if you're not going in with that, you know, just like trying to take off pressure basically, even of myself and, you know, everyone around me, because I think we put too much pressure on ourselves in some situations where we kind of mess things up. But yeah, just jamming to some music, listen to some nice like pump music, and just go out there and have a blast.
Good to know. Boys, I want to say thanks for taking out the time. I know you have a mad schedule, but I appreciate it. And I'm sure people are very, very happy to hear from you guys back home. And wishing you the best, man. Listen, no matter what the outcome, I think wholeheartedly, I think the whole of India can, you know, single-handedly say that. I mean, we're proud regardless of you guys, whether you bring home a gold or whether you know, just go in and give it your best. I think that's the most important thing. So wishing you guys all the very best.
No, we'll bring back that medal one day.
Yeah, 2024 is the goal. We have a set goal, so this is just our stepping stone, and I'm sure we'll, you know, keep the process going, and we'll get there.
Super.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having
My
us.
pleasure, man.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on more content.